Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. Welcome back to 500 Days. Tonight we see part 2, which will cover the entirety of Speed Weeks 2001, the stock car portion of it. That will begin with the NASCAR Winston Cup Series stars unloading in Daytona, and concluding with the Busch Series race and happy hour that happened on Saturday, February 17th, 2001. Thank you so much, first and foremost, for everyone for checking out part 1, for your support of the video. Received a lot of great comments. I'm glad that the video's been able to be circulated a bit, and people talking more about it, people talking much more about the season back then, and maybe shedding some new light on some stories that certainly were overlooked, even before the cars even unloaded at the track. You'll see much more of that in tonight's episode, certainly relating to the action at the track there, and we'll get started with that very, very soon. Before we get started on the video tonight, I got a little bit of a show and tell segment for you guys, focusing again on the diecast market back in the 2001 season. First and foremost, you remember this from part 1, that there were 16 million Honey Nut Cheerios and other General Mills products that had the 1/64 scale diecast of 5 of the 10 Dodge teams. In this case, we have Kyle Petty Sprint PCS Dodge here, and how popular this was, how successful of a promotion this was. So we got one of these here to kind of show you. It's got the promos for Dodge's Countdown to Daytona here on the back. You can kind of check that out there, as well as kind of a list of the other cars involved in the promotion. A couple of the Petty Enterprises ones, both of the Evernham cars, and strangely also the Melling Racing car, with Stacy Compton. I'm not exactly sure why they picked those 5 over the others, but that's one example of it. The diecast market at the time was very much dominated, I would say, by racing champions. And these diecasts right here, you got Jeremy Mayfield's Mobil 1 car and Ward Burton's Dodge here, the Caterpillar Dodge. These old Chase the Race format ones here with the trading cards and the stands. Really an old standby. They've been around since 1989. They just celebrated their 10-year anniversary coming into a couple seasons before. And I was always very partial to these. I think the plastic wheels and the detail was always really nice. And then coming into the season with Dodge and a new manufacturer, this was probably the first way to get your hands on anything with the new manufacturer back then. On the more upscale portion of the diecast market was Hot Wheels. These were a little bit harder to find, but they always had some very good cars. This is a Buckshot Jones special paint scheme that was run, I believe, at Texas in the spring of 2001. But very nice paint scheme here and nice detail. They always put some heavy gloss on these cars with the rubber tires, the pit board decal, or they had stickers in some, but this one here, like a plastic mini pit board. Very nice detail on these. Buckshot Jones being another of the storylines to watch coming in, as he had just joined with the Petties and the Georgia Pacific sponsorship. If you look at trackside diecast, you're looking much more with the Action Performance diecast. This, of course, one with the hood that opens here. Nice detail on Jeff Gordon's flame paint scheme that debuted in the 2001 Daytona 500 and in Speed Weeks in general. A big departure from the famous Rainbow Warriors paint scheme that he had for his entire Cup career up to that point. And this is one that definitely people were grabbing off the shelves very quickly at that time period. There were also diecasts that Action made that did not have the hood open. We do have a Dale Earnhardt right here, his iconic GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And one little detail you'll notice on this is it has the Sonic Hamburgers logo here on the lower quarter panel. This will come up in part 2, the significance of that. But this is a diecast from 2001 with Dale Earnhardt. The reason I'm showing you all these here as well is all these items right here are now on my eBay page. So if you are interested in adding some 2001 diecast to your collection, I'm starting these off with very, very low bids, 99 cents to start off with. They're 5-day auctions and free shipping. So if you're looking to add some diecast to your collection, or you were born after this time, you always wanted to add something to your collection, I want to make sure people had the opportunity to add stuff there. I have like 1 or 2 others here that I haven't shown you yet that'll be on their list as well. Those auctions will start at 5 o'clock, which is the same time that 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, which is the same time that this part 2 starts up. So if you want to have that page open as well in the background and check that out while the video is playing, you're certainly open to that, or you could check it out after the video, of course. Yeah, if you're interested in that, that's definitely there. For the Earnhardt auction specifically, this diecast right here, the proceeds from this auction will go to the Dale Jr. Foundation. So if you're looking to add the Earnhardt car to your collection, it'll also be benefiting a very good cause there as well. So definitely check those out if you're interested. In the meanwhile, without further ado, part 2 of 500 Days, Lost Storylines of the 2001 Daytona 500. Enjoy and have a good evening, everyone.